Welcome back to the farm. If you hear screeching in the background, there's a hawk somewhere out here. But as you can see, it's time for me to start pulling up these artichokes, which they're not really artichokes. I have a couple ways to pull these guys up. I can pull them straight up, but as you can see here, how big the root ball is. So it's much easier just to loop these items off. I have some loopers here. Much easier to do it this way. And then we can see what we got going on here. What a lot of people will do is use a gardening fork. But since I have this in a potted container, it's much easier for me to pull up. There's a couple right there. You will want to watch these, obviously. Make sure I have this in the frame here. It's a nice looking one. That's a nice looking one. And here's the big old root ball. If you're wondering what these taste like when you eat them raw, tastes like chestnut. It's great in salads. You can bake them and whatnot. A lot of people call these artichokes because they are very rich in fiber. And keep in mind, this is just one plant. I'm gonna adjust my camera here. Make sure it's in frame. And I'm going to go in quite slow with this. That was actually bad. I decided I'm not losing any. Have a peanut in here. These guys can be quite prolific. These are Jerusalem artichokes. Aren't really artichokes, and nor are they from Jerusalem. The original word for Jerusalem was the Italian word, meaning sunflower, that when it got translated over to English was Jerusalem. And you see how much I've already pulled up for one plant. I haven't got this underneath the scale here. But still, food's food. Doesn't matter where it comes from. Now that's a real good tubular. So I'm about to wash these quite a bit. Wasn't expecting this much. I believe that's everything. Not a bad little harvest. Wait, what these are? Anyway, from this one plant, I got all that. Let me see it's in frame. Now I have to wash this. But this can be used as a potato substitute. It's very rich in fiber and essential minerals. So if you do have digestive issues, this can help. If you never had this before, you do want to go slow. Let me go get the skill here. As soon as I find out what ends, there we go. It's tubular. You said I do need to clean off the tubulars, which I have a plan for that. Now let's go get this measured. But a little background about these guys. These are actually a sunflower that is native to America. And when the explorers from Europe discovered this, mainly Italians, they named these Genovese, I believe, which was Italian for sunflower. When it got translated into English, because it sounded similar to Jerusalem, the moniker is stuck. Now these aren't true artichokes. However, I've been told when you cook these guys, they have an artichoke type taste. Even if you eat these raw, they are very sharp, they're very crisp. Tastes a lot like chestnuts. Now in terms of what the nutrition is, these guys are loaded with fiber and essential minerals that you find in root type crops. So if you're suffering from digestive issues, these are great to have, but they will make you fart like a king. You can bake these. I plan on making I can get a load of potato chips off these. But you see, this just came off one plant. One plant. Now this is mindful. You do have to clean these off because they have been in the ground, and you don't want to be eating dirt. The Egyptians, right, at ancient, assuming the ancient Egyptians had that issue, they had a lot of dental problems. So let's put this underneath for scale. Figure out how much we got from here. This has a good hefty weight to it. You see, this is just from one plant. One. Let me just put this into perspective for you. That was a much bigger load than I was expecting. And
make a nice little side dish with